Three selection is master of none, but there's something so like so the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this vaccine 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys, it is currently 1:41 in the morning and I was literally about to go to bed. I had the lights off, under the covers, and then I realized that I needed to make a video. That's how much I care about you guys. In reality, this is what really happened. I was watching a John Green video. There's Hank Green and John Green, love them both. But he was talking about something and I was like, you know what? I need to do that. Luckily I have an entire channel, which is this. Subscribe. But I was like, I need to make another video. I had a video planned. I recorded it and I was gonna post it. It was gonna be the no cut video where I just talk for like 6 or 7 or 10 minutes. Anyway, I recorded that video and it went terribly. It was hard. It was bad. So I'm gonna retry that soon. But for now, this is what we get. The thing I wanted to talk about today. First off, shout out to Ellie. She's sleeping in my room tonight. She doesn't want anything to do with me right now. She's tired. But I'll keep her in the frame so you can look at her while I talk. The title of this video is Master of None. I feel like that's a pretty sophisticated title. And that's because I feel like a master of none sometimes. You know, there's the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. I feel like everyone has something. And I've always felt like this about myself. Some people have like basketball, some people have writing. It's like, they have their thing, you know, but for a very long time, I felt like I didn't have that thing. I felt like I had no thing. Nothing. Anyway, for a number of years, I went through that. And I was like, you know, I'm just not particularly good at anything. Kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none, because I'm okay at a lot of stuff. You know, I was decent at most of the sports I played, but I wasn't stand out. I didn't stand out. You know, I guess you could consider YouTube to be my thing. I guess that's what I consider my thing to be, because it's just what I love most. But outside of that, maybe. So here I am, thinking that I'm just the master of none, right? I'm just like, I'll never have that thing. And then one day, I found out that the real phrase is jack of all trades, master of none, oftentimes better than master of one. Now, is that necessarily true? No. But I figured, you know, maybe it is good that I'm a master of none. Maybe I don't have to be a master of one. Maybe it's actually a strength that I can do this and this and this and this, than have to be honed in on one specific thing. And you know, in the past year, like, this has really become what I love, but I still kind of do feel that way where it's like, I just like jump around, and I like jumping around. You know, a few weeks ago I was really into golf, and I'm still into golf, but now it's like skateboarding. I've been skateboarding, but I'm not necessarily good at skateboarding. I can like do a few tricks, but I'm nothing to write home about. Yeah. Now, a few years ago when I was younger, that would have made me crazy. You know, I started skateboarding in probably my freshman year of high school, and I'd be outside trying to do a trick, and I wouldn't get the trick, and it would drive me crazy. But now, you know, I've matured a little, I've changed. I can go out and skateboard. Today I was practicing a trick for an hour straight. I didn't land it once. And you know what? I was still a little bit pissed, but I wasn't that pissed because I had a good time. It all depends how you look at it. I don't necessarily think that the quote should really mean that a master of one is lesser than a jack of all trades, because that's not true. We know that. I would consider myself a crazy perfectionist, like that's just how I'm wired. But I think it's not necessarily a good thing to want to be bad at stuff, right? But it's a good thing to not have to be great at stuff. And I think being a jack of all trades is beneficial sometimes. Or sorry, let me rephrase. I think being a master of none is really beneficial sometimes. That being said, I believe that everyone does deserve a passion. Like, when I say jack of all trades, master of none, I don't mean you have like no passion in life. I think everyone should have that one thing that drives them, but you don't necessarily have to be the master of it. I would consider YouTube and just entertainment in general, just speaking to people in general. That's my passion. I understand that I'll never be the best, because how in the world could you even judge that? But me not being the best is no longer gonna stop me from getting up and filming a video at, what time is it now? 1:50 a.m. so that I can post it the next day, you know? And now I'm up at 3, editing the video, because I can't sleep. I understand that this is a little scattered now, because I started this saying that I'm a master of none, and now I'm saying that I have a one thing that I'm into, but I really do feel like that sometimes, you know, and it's something that's very difficult to get over, but that quote kind of does help. Like I said, I don't think a master of none is necessarily better than a master of one, but it does make me feel a little bit better about myself, knowing that there is a little extra to the quote that no one ever says. You know, calling someone a jack of all trades, typically when you say jack of all trades, you're implying master of none. You know, guys, oh, my dog just sighed. She's not happy with me talking this late. One thing I've learned by making videos for this channel is that I could really just drone on and on and on about any topic pretty much forever. But I'm not going to do that because I value your time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to The Nothing Show. There's a new video coming out in the next day or two. Oh, I'm excited for that. You can subscribe here, check out the latest Nothing Show video there, and I'll see you. This lighting is great. Quick little extra piece for the thumbnail.
The doggy. There was the muscle of none, but the something so. The link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. And drop a like if you like, and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell so you can be notified for minute below. But wow, the doggy. Woof.